Hey guys, it's Palmer, and firstly I would like to apologize for us not uploading a video this week. We are currently in the process of moving, and it was our birthday this week too, so we didn't really have any time to record, but now I decided to make a video. And two things I would like to mention before we start the video is, yes, I got a new doll. She is just like your number 4. And I named her Esther, and my dad got her for me. And I would also like to apologize for any background noise you hear in the videos. I have to record in my room right now, and all our rabbits are moving around, and my little sister is in the living room watching a movie. But in this video, I am going to be showing you some of my American Girl doll crafts I've made, like DIYs. And a disclaimer before I show anything is I am not the best crafter. I do not think I'm MyFroggyStuff, but I do like to craft a lot, and I really like how some of the things turned out. And I did follow some of her tutorials to make some of these items. And some of the items got messed up while we were moving, and so let's get on with the video. I'm going to start off with the smaller items first. And the first thing I want to show are these cat ear headbands I made. It is just some pipe cleaners and some little flowers I got at like a dollar store. And I followed AG Love You Sparkles tutorial on how to make these. And this is what they look like on the doll. I also made a pair in red. The next thing I'm going to show you is this flower pot I made, and basically it's a little medicine container, like things you take liquid medicine with, and I put some washi tape around it, and I put the same kind of flowers as the headband, but in a different color, and I put some I put some clay so it looked like water, and then I just hot glued a Christmas bow on the front of it because it's supposed to be decorative for Christmas. The next thing got really messed up in the move, so I'm not sure if I'm even going to put it in the dollhouse, but it's basically this little chameleon cage. You can see all the paint and glue just smeared all over the sides of it. I might open it up and try and clean it, but basically I got this little chameleon thing from like a blind bag, and little wood chips and pipe cleaners and fake leaves I got at a craft store. And then at the bottom is just some brown felt that I glued a bunch of glitter on it to give it texture, and then I painted it brown. And then everything is super glued onto the bottom so it won't fall. So these next few items I used printables from American Girl Ideas. And the first thing is this popcorn box. And what I did was that I didn't really have any like cardstock to use, so I just used a tea box because it's really thin cardboard, and it ended up working out really well. But also I ran out of super glue, so I had to tape it, and it kind of fell apart while we were moving, but I still think it turned out pretty good. I ended up making 2 of them. The next thing is this granola bar box, and again it's the same kind of thing. I just used a tea box so it would fold easily, and this one got kind of bent at the top because it was put in a box, but I still think it turned out pretty cute, and it obviously, because the printables are meant for dolls, they're perfect doll size. So again, I also made 2. The next thing I made is actually a printable from MyFroggyStuff, and it is this waffles box. And it's the same kind of thing. I just made a bunch of these to put in the doll kitchen I'm working on. But again, they're really cute and really simple to make. So I made 2 of them. The next thing I'm going to show is this picture frame I made. It is a picture of our dolls Rowan and Tegan. And what I did was that I just printed out a wood texture, and I glued it onto some pieces of cardboard, and then for the actual picture I just printed it off my computer and I sized it down so it would be like a perfect size for the dolls. And I put a piece of clear plastic over it, and then to cover up the rough edges, I put the wood over it so it looks like a picture frame. And then in the back, I made a little stand so it can prop up. The next thing I made was this doll pie, and I'm really upset because it got crushed and damaged while it was in a box, so I'm not sure if this is going to go in the dollhouse. I'll try and fix it sometime, but I just followed the MyFroggyStuff tutorial, but I just resized it so it would fit a doll, like my dolls. I'm just really sad that it got destroyed. Since that one got destroyed, I decided to make another pie, and it didn't get that badly damaged. Some of the paint spread, but I'm just gonna pretend that's like the filling in the pie spreading around. And this one I decided to make 2 pieces removable. So this one comes out and this one comes out. But yeah, I think it turned out really well. The next thing I made was this turkey. It took me a little bit to get the shape right. I just made it out of some clay and paint, and then I put clear drying glue over it so the paint wouldn't chip, and it kind of looks shiny. And the paint smeared because my sister moved it while it was still drying. But if you put it at this angle, it doesn't look that bad. The last few items are baked because they are furniture pieces, so I have to move Esther out of the way. So the first item is this stove / oven, and what it is a oatmeal box that I covered in duct tape, and then these are actually push pins. I glued a piece of paper on and drew dials on it, and then I made it so the oven could open, and inside is just a little tray and then some grill marks. And then I ran out of clear packaging, like clear plastic, so I just used some Scotch tape. I'm gonna replace it when I get more clear packaging. But then on top is a the little stove thing. If you remember from our American Girl Halloween Fun Finds video, I painted it and glued it on top, but obviously some of the paint started chipping, so I'm gonna repaint it soon because I couldn't put clear drying glue on it. But it's just covered in duct tape, and you can kind of see the logo on the back, but since it's going to be propped up on like this, I don't think it will be very noticeable. The next item is a cabinet for the kitchen, like a kitchen counter cabinet thing. It is just a medicine box with a bunch of the MyFroggyStuff wood texture from her retro TV, just glued on all of it to make it look like wood. Obviously some of it's coming off, so I'm gonna fix that sometime. But then right here is some shelving, and then this cabinet actually opens, but I haven't finished it yet. So inside is just a bunch of my doll utensils. Now before we show the last item, I actually just found a box of some other crafts that I was missing. So I'm going to show these first, and then I'm going to show the last final craft, which is pretty big. So the first thing is this little hot cocoa mug, and inside is just a cotton ball painted brown with some cut Q-tips for marshmallows. And then the actual mug itself is a Kinder Egg packaging, like the surprise capsule, and I just painted it red, and I made 3 of them. The next items I made are a bunch of Christmas cookies. First one is a gingerbread man. These all are just made out of clay, by the way. The second one is a candy cane, and the third one is a Christmas tree. And I made 2 different kinds of Christmas trees. And I just made 4 of each of them. And the next item I made is another food item I made out of clay. And it is these rolls, like dinner rolls. And what they are is just a piece of clay that I rounded out. And then I put a mix of eyeshadow and curry powder to give it the color. And then I put glue on top so it wouldn't smear and it doesn't smell like curry. And I made 4 of those. So now I'm going to show you the last item I made, and it's pretty big and it took me 4 hours to make, and it got kind of bent and scuffed up in the move, but I'm still really proud of it. And the last item is this doll couch that I made, and what it is 2 cereal boxes and 2 oatmeal boxes, and some paper towel rolls. So the paper towel rolls are the armrest, and then the oatmeal box is connecting it, and then one cereal box is the bottom and the other one is the frame. And then what I did was I hot glued a bunch of felt on top of it, and then I sewed in like a pouch to make the cushion. And then I got my dad gave me an old t-shirt of his, and I made little throw pillows to rest on top of it. And the doll can actually sit in it, and it can fit 2 dolls. So that is most of my American Girl crafts / DIYs. And again, disclaimer, I am not MyFroggyStuff. I am not the best crafter out there, but I do like to make these crafts, and I really do try. If you've ever liked to see a tutorial of these crafts I made, just leave them in the comments, or if you ever want to see a tutorial on a craft I didn't make, just leave some suggestions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.